How you doing, guys? DJ AJ 101 here. Yes, that's me. I'm here today with a, what is it? Oh, up there. Hey, a preview of Windows 8 that's been out since like this past summer. Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit behind, but I figured why the heck not give you guys my thoughts, my opinions, even though you probably already heard a ton of them on Windows 8, the next greatest operating system release from Microsoft. So here we go. As you guys can see right here on my screen, well, you guys can't see my screen, but you guys can see my desktop anyway, running in a virtual machine. As you can see right here, this is the login, I guess, kind of screen to Windows 8. I'm only one user, so I don't have anything else on it. I'm running, as you guys can see up here, the bar in virtual machine on Mac OS X. So anyways, we're just going to double click. We're going to log into me. That's me right there. So let's log into me. And here we go, we're presented with a brand new Start splash screen for Windows 8. Now when I first saw this, I was like, you know, this is pretty cool. It looks almost exactly like the live tiles on Windows Phone 7, which they're automatically updating. You guys can see, here's the stocks, here's my, news feeds like Engadget and all that different kind of stuff. So they're constantly updating. You can set up all this like your, Tweetorama, to update with all your tweets. Very, very cool concept for Microsoft to actually start adding. This is very, very unique and original. So if you guys just want to take a tour around here with me, of course you can see, you can basically, once you log in, you can jump into any one of these live tiles. So if I wanted to jump in, let's say Internet Explorer, we're going to pop up Internet Explorer right here. I think I was trying to watch a video on here the other night. I don't think it was working for some reason or another. But as you guys can see, here's YouTube. It says download Adobe Flash. Microsoft is still not shipping with Adobe Flash, go figure, but probably a better thing than a bad thing. But anyways, here's the splash screen to YouTube. Can I talk today? No, I can't. YouTube right here. And you guys can see all these latest videos are up on the page. Let's say we want to go somewhere else. All you do is double click actually right click the desktop screen. Here's your multiple tabs that you can have open. There's the build conference, which this was announced at back in. This is pretty much just your average Internet Explorer, but it's on a live tile, and if you want to get out of it, you just click the Windows key, and it'll take you right back to your live tile page. They also have more. They have the Microsoft Store. They have Windows Explorer, the control panel, which you can actually set things right from this live tile interface. If you wanted to look at your news feeds, you can click in there. I think like I said, I had Engadget and one other one up here, something like that. But here I got Engadget, I got MSNBC.com, and you want to click into something, you can actually refresh them, which is pretty cool. You just click refresh down here, it'll actually refresh all the stories that are on the Engadget page, which is pretty nice. And of course you can go, they have all the latest headlines. What's this one? Microsoft Windows 8. Microsoft Talks Windows 8 Portrait. Ooh. Looks kind of cool, huh? Whatever, I'll read it later. Anyways, back to the splash screen. Of course, you got games and everything else. Flashcard quiz is what I was playing around with. It looks pretty cool. We'll just jump in here for a second, kind of show you guys what this is. Like you can do games. Let's say you got kids. It's
right
20.
on.
It says I think it said yeah, which is cool. You can go to the next one. 10 plus 8 was that 13? Just kidding, it's 18.
Way to go.
And it'll say way to go. So it's really interactive. I really like this, that Microsoft is really trying to be more interactive with their splash screen. It's something new, it's something different. I pretty much think a lot of people, at least the people that I know that would use Windows, would jump into this and go, what in the world is this? This doesn't look like Windows. And then you just say, well, go to your desktop. And they got the desktop icon right over here in the corner. And you click that and it looks just like Windows 7. Windows Vista, for the most part. But it's totally redesigned. If you mouse over the start menu here, it'll actually bring you right back to your start splash screen with all the tile interfaces. Now, a lot of people have been asking, what do I think of this? What do I think Microsoft's direction with this is? I like it. I said I really like this, that the fact that they're going to make this for a tablet and a desktop OS. What I'm kind of concerned is if you would hit the desktop on a tablet, it would pretty much take you into a tablet like Windows 7 experience, which I'll agree with most people. I don't think that's very good. For one thing, like everyone else has been saying, I'll say it again, the desktop Windows was not built for touch. This was built for touch though. The Windows Phone 7 interface, tile-like interface here, was built for touch. This would go great on a tablet. However, I do think that Microsoft will have to work out some bugs with trying to keep the tablet experience and the desktop experience kind of kosher. I mean, this can be used on touch or, excuse me, on a desktop. So the whole thing here on a desktop is great, but I have a feeling if you would, if you go to a tablet, you click this, you'd kind of be right back to where you started, because it's like regular old Windows. Here I'll open up the the Windows Explorer. Of course, you got your libraries, you got your documents. You can click into anything that you really want to. But this is not designed for touch because you have the cursor. It's just like Internet Explorer here. It's not really designed for touch because it's got, it's not built for touch. It's not built around the touch interface. So that to me would be a little bit of a problem. But this right here, the tiled interface, is great for touch. I think if you put this on a tablet and just this, take out the back end of the Windows, desktop experience, you have a great product. Not really sure what Microsoft is going to do with this. I like the direction they're going in, though. This is very, this is very unique. This is very original on their behalf. It's kind of like, the jump from Snow Leopard to Lion, where, iOS features have kind of been implemented into the desktop OS, what Apple's kind of have done with the desktop OS from iOS. This, though, I think is a little bit more, even a bigger step in that direction, where, okay, we're going to put an overlay of the Windows Phone, interface on top of Windows 7, basically, and, we're going to call it Windows 8. We're going to put some enhanced features in it. Just overall, my initial thoughts are very good. I really like this. I'm not sure how it's going to be perceived by everyone. I think everyone's really going to have to get used to it. It really is a big change in the direction that Windows is going to go in with this tiled interface, especially on a desktop. People would probably look at this and say, why isn't this on a phone, or blah, 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 whatever. And, I mean, it's, like I said, it's really a personal preference, but I think, you are going to be able to get to the desktop with a click, and I'm sure you'll be able to maybe even bypass this entire tile interface. Or Microsoft will just say, hey, this is the new way we're going to do it, get used to it, just like they did with Windows Vista. And, many people as didn't like it, including myself, you kind of got used to it. And then, of course, Windows 7 had the same effect, as far as the overlay and the enhancements and the features. So good to see Microsoft coming up with some great original ideas with these live tiles, and I can't wait to see what's coming up from them in the future. But anyways, today was today. That's the future. This is just beta. It's the developer preview. What do you guys think of Windows 8? Do you like the direction Windows 8 is going? Do you like this new tiled interface on top of the Windows traditional desktop experience? Or would you just say, it's kind of a good direction, but it's not really the direction that I would go if I was Microsoft? What do you guys think? I'd like to hear your comments. Feel free to leave them below. Send me a personal message, and tell me anything else I should really check out about Windows 8, because I'm really getting excited about this Windows 8 interface, especially in the desktop or a tablet. Can't wait to play with them on a tablet. It should be great. But tell me what I should be checking out, and I'll gladly check it out and get back to you guys on it. Otherwise, you can download the developer preview. I forget where I got this. If I remember, I'll put it in the description, where you guys can download your own developer preview and put it on your PC or Mac. Definitely give it a try. It's open to all developers, and it's open to the public. So anyway, guys, this has been DJ AJ 101 here with a rambling overview and my thoughts of the new Windows 8. Windows 8? It's kind of weird saying that since Windows Vista and 7's for so long, but Windows 8 overview, the developer preview, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a good one till then, okay?